Welcome back to the Crude Project, everyone. I am back with Ant and Kevin, the 2 Cent. We've got a great episode for you guys. We've got Helldivers to talk about. It's a massive success and what's going on in that community, how the game is taking off. So, before we get down to that,
Liberty Bibbity.
If you guys enjoy this content, leave us a like, review, and go over to Spotify. Check us out on Spotify. Follow us over there for a great commute listen. And with that being said, Ant, let's get down to it, buddy.
Liberty Bibbity for democracy.
Liberty bibbity.
You'll never take away my way of life.
I like the promotional trailer that dropped, the cinematic one.
Which one? They put a lot of them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
There was, I mean, that one that the dude is like, in the
Join
front door.
the Helldivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude, the what is it? Is it the spiders or what is it? Just comes and like snatches the dude.
Oh, Terminids?
Yeah, the
Terminids.
Terminids. Yeah, so
Yeah.
the two factions, the Terminids and the Automatons.
Yeah, that one. Dude's all talking about passionately in like a nice little quiet neighborhood. Check it out.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
That's
talking about?
actually the intro to the game where you're sitting there.
Oh,
and
stop playing.
yeah. So
Wow,
when
okay.
you first start up the game, if you let it load up and everything, and the guy's walking, he's like waving to his family,
Yeah.
and then like one of them just comes over and just like eats his family, and he's like,
Yeah.
and then it cuts, and then he walked in, and he goes, "This could be you. Join the Helldivers."
Oh,
You guys want
man.
to watch it?
I mean,
Yeah, pull it up. The cinematics is actually pretty cool for that.
it was actually really clean.
You know what that was something that we discussed in the previous episode, right? How like the cinematics have become like so clean now.
You mind it?
Here it is.
Super Earth, our home. Prosperity,
Look at that.
liberty,
Hi there.
democracy, our way of life.
Oh, hello.
But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all
look at the
over the
graphics of
galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force. See exotic new life forms. And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.
Well.
It's pretty cool. It's obviously you can tell it's like all jokes and stuff like that. It's like a
Right.
big propaganda game.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Couldn't help but notice a little bit of satire in there.
a lot of it.
The whole thing is like satire.
Yeah.
Because the actual premise of the story or of the game is, we're the bad guys.
Mhm.
Humans are the bad guys.
That's treasonous. But we're gonna act like we didn't hear that part. We're doing this for democracy, liberty, and a
Bibbidi.
better way of life. It's great. All the voice lines are like complete. Like these people are gung ho. Like you'll be just laying down lead, and they'll be like, "You'll never take away my way of life."
Haven't independent people like created their own lines and whatever? Like just like fans.
Oh, I have no idea.
I heard there's like fans that have become diehard fans of this, and they're going on and creating their own like dialogues and monologues.
Oh, the
and
monologues.
stuff.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. General Valenti is a fake is like one of the people in the whole like fandom
Mm-hmm.
as was made. General Valenti, Commander Valenti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's people. It's guy on TikTok. He's like a really really good voice actor. Has a very solid voice. He did like monologues and stuff. This game is like. It is great in so many different ways. When it first started, it was a little rough, and a lot of people gave it a lot of shit because the servers were kind of overfilled.
Yeah.
But
I just didn't expect that type of
yeah, and
capacity.
I,
And
mean, I had seen this, but like before it dropped,
yeah,
and I brushed it over. I was like, eh. But bro, when it dropped,
it was
and
massive.
since then,
Because so the first Helldivers came out like 10 years ago. So they didn't expect when they made the second one, and it's literally just instead of because Helldivers 1 was a top down. Helldivers 2 is obviously third person style. They just didn't expect it to explode like this, but it was like at the perfect time. You know, people are so tired of so many different games. It was a great PvE co-op shooter that worked really well.
explain what PvE is for people that don't know.
So PvE is just literally players versus the robots or AI or the other creatures in the game that are not controlled by an actual
CPU
person.
if you're old.
Yeah, CPU if you're
NPC,
old.
non-playable characters.
Yeah, NPC if you're a TikTok person.
Yeah, a lot of abbreviations.
BBC if you oh, sorry. Sorry, wrong channel. Delete my search history. But no, the game has been like absolutely great, and the monologues are they are actually kind of a serious thing in
Yeah.
a way to bring the game to Xbox. So the game is only on PC and PlayStation, and they want to bring the reserves. Now the reserves are supposed to be the Xbox players. This game is literally tearing down the walls of console wars better than any game I have ever known or experienced in my gaming lifetime. It has been amazing. It is like everyone is like together. It is a unifying game that literally the gaming community needed in such a great way.
It's only 4 players at a time though, right? You can't like join like a huge
No.
online
That's
So
the hope.
That's the hope. We hope that they're going to bring something more.
Like 8 or 12-man team.
That would be good. That would be sweet, dude.
Okay,
that would
so
be
it's
awesome.
nothing like Call of Duty lobbies where you can have like what is it, like 8?
16.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, no. Cuz this is it's just like a objective style. They have a lot of new stuff coming. And a lot of people are catching these leaks, but confirmed leaks
Mm-hmm.
we know now coming to Helldivers 2 very soon are mechs, vehicles, and new weapons. And the weapons are actually going to be able to be modified.
What are the mechs?
The mechs are like, if you know of Gundam or like Transformers, you're going to be in like this giant mech suit. So if you play it, you would know the automatons. The automatons have something called like the Hulk Bruiser, and it's like a huge robot. You'll be like the equivalent of that person, and you'll be able to cruise around in a mech. We don't know
a
like
mechanical suit.
yeah.
So you're basically Iron Man.
But remember the Iron Man when he fought Hulk specifically he built it for the Hulk
Yeah.
Buster,
Yeah,
that one.
the big Iron Man
Yeah,
suit.
the big
It's
silver.
not as slim and sleek. It's bulky.
Well, the Hulk Buster was big.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
Compared to the regular Iron Man suit.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, big, blowed up, big.
that's actually kind of cool.
They're also like I did see leaks where they were gonna bring modifications to weapons. So like you'll be able to kind of implement a little bit of a different like penetration value, damage value, reload speed, things like that. Or like for your armor, you'll have less limb damage or higher armor rating, things like that to be able to help you. So I think the game is going to actually get much more difficult in the coming time, which is cool.
I want them to get more specific.
Yeah,
And also, like, right now the helmet doesn't have any stats.
no, just the armor itself, which I'm okay with that if they add more variability to the armors.
I just want more buffs.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's supposed to be coming. So in specific with the armor, you could swap around buffs and stuff like that.
So, quick question about the game itself. Like, is it is it almost like a Starfield type of environment where you can travel from planet to planet?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's it's a little more linear than that.
No.
Is it?
Starfield is linear. This is more like you are on your ship and you have certain areas of space.
Mm.
And then right now, when you look at the map, you'll see in the direct center is the Super Earth,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote. That's like the home planet. And then on the left-hand side are the automatons. And then on the right-hand side of the map is the Terminids.
Okay.
Terminids being the bugs, automatons being the robots.
So there's only two basically enemies at the moment that you
Yes.
can go up against.
Yeah.
Two different species of enemies that you
Correct.
can go up against. So robots and,
And
basically bugs.
And so they break it down by sector, right? And each sector will have X amount of planets. And then you
Mhm.
can fight on each individual planet if it needs liberation.
Oh, okay.
Once you
So-
hit 100% liberation, baby, all good to
With
go.
the-
But
These
that's the beauty
leaks-
of the game because you can.
It always changes.
Yeah.
It's
can,
ever changing.
They can start pushing back. And all of
Mm.
a sudden, now you're at like 50% liberation.
Oh, cool.
So the main premise of the game is to spread democracy as far and wide as we can, but make sure they never come to Super Earth. They
Mhm.
have to be. We have to keep them away
Okay.
because they'll never take away our way of life.
For democracy,
For
For freedom.
democracy, okay.
for liberty.
For
Liberty,
liberty,
bibbity.
bibbity, okay.
That's right. Now he's
Um,
getting it.
Now, so as far as the leaks go, are there any news of like maybe them expanding to more species of enemies that you can fight? Or is it going to be maybe more, like 3?
So maybe
For-
Ant can answer more to this, but in the first Helldivers, there
Mhm.
was another enemy that is not currently present in the second.
Which one's that one?
Oh, I thought you knew.
Well, which one? Are you talking about one of the Terminids species or a whole nother species?
A whole nother.
Oh, I don't know of a whole nother. I know you can actually see like Easter eggs of the
See if you can find that, Kev.
the Terminid. There's a Terminid species. So of the aliens and the robots, there are different like classes of creatures. But there's one. It's like you remember Dune, the giant worm that comes
Yep.
out. Imagine that with like giant pincers on the front of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, cool.
They're supposed to be bringing that to Helldivers as well, which would be the reason they would need a mech.
Oh.
Makes sense. Because
Okay.
there's nothing right now we need mechs for or vehicles. It's all going to add like another feature to it. Like I feel like they're going to have to add bigger maps.
So
that was my other
Helldivers
question.
1,
Mm-hmm.
the 3 factions are bugs, the Illuminate, and the Cyborgs.
Oh, the
So the
Illuminates.
Will probably be introduced. I'm assuming.
The
You think they're going
Illuminates.
to bring back that
Well,
species,
actually, there's,
or are they going to create new ones for this game?
on the map, there's actually room for 2 more enemies.
So that's probably going to...
Oh, maybe they bring back the Illuminates and add a new one now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
thinking.
what are the chances
So you
of...
think it's going to be north and south and
East and West.
there's going to be 4 fronts. So we're going to have technically we have a battle on 2 fronts, as you
Yeah.
would say.
What are the chances that you can have ally planets? You'll have ally planets that are NPCs that can help.
I doubt it. I think it's going to be
Because imagine that's 4 fronts. I mean, the game is already pretty hard, as from what I've heard.
I think they want it to be because like we stated as a premise, the game is technically we were the invasion. We were the invasive species, and the other 2 were not actually. They weren't invading us. They weren't harming us, and we decided to try and take over for reasons of like because evidently I think the bugs are supposed to. This is all lore, right? The bugs break down into what oil. The bugs break down when they die and they turn into oil. And the automatons are literally made of oil. They bleed oil.
Hmm.
It's your classic, America.
So
Here you need liberation. You got oil over there?
Okay.
We
Here you-
joke that like if America took over the Earth, it would be Super Earth.
That's what it would
Dude,
be.
Like
imagine.
all this satire.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah. So I just like imagine the concept is actually, now that you put it like this, and I have like a good overall understanding of it,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't help but think, because of the massive success of this game as well, bro, imagine them trying to take this and making a live action movie of this. That would I would actually watch that.
I don't think a
I
movie
think they would
do it
actually-
justice.
Here's the thing. I think they would actually do like I mentioned earlier, Dune. Dune is actually pretty freaking good, the way they execute it, and all the CGI and cinematics of that movie is freaking amazing.
Well, the
So
problem
if they
with
were
this
to
game,
basically make a movie of this and like the Dune type of scale, oh man.
The only issue is that like there's no end game here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go on forever.
Yeah, but for a movie that
Yeah.
like they would figure out
But also, it depends on who produces and like.
or a TV series like
a
they
series
did
would
Halo.
be good.
They did Halo.
Yeah, that was trash.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's what I was just about to bring up. If they fuck it like they fucked Halo,
Yeah,
then
Yeah, they
people are gonna be
screwed up.
mad.
They screwed up.
that's
Halo.
very very true.
They gave him
because
emotion.
Yeah.
imagine like this is so beloved right now, and then like all of a sudden we hear rumors of, hey, guess what? Warner Bros. Picked up the game, and now they're turning it into a live action movie.
It would probably be terrible. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be a fan of a Helldivers movie. A Helldivers series, depending on who got it.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is going to be hit or miss.
HBO. The only people
HBO
that I
Cinemax
can
After
actually,
Dark.
dude, have you seen Game of Thrones series?
Nope.
Okay, so if you ever get a chance to watch Game of Thrones, season 1 through 5, I would recommend. The rest was garbage because things went off
Isn't it
the rails,
this show where everybody's fucking their cousin or something like that?
basically. So that show,
Noted.
I mean, the way that the execution of that show, the CGI and everything, I mean, everything from A to Z, that show was very well done. At least season 1 through 5, okay?
Mm.
Um,
They stopped the
and
cousin
that's
fucking after
HBO.
5, or what
HBO,
happened?
well, after they did until season 8.
Oh,
The only
dang.
thing is that season 6 through 8, the last 3 seasons, because this is all based off of books, Game of Thrones books.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was the Song of Ice and Fire or something like that. The games are this.
Have you seen?
Or sorry, the books are. So yeah, it's a.
Oh, my neck.
They went literally like line. The show was line by line. Like
Oh,
they
good,
took.
good, good.
Yeah, so this was one of the rare shows that they took what was in the book and then they basically made it into a movie or made it into a TV show. Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
but that's why
nobody
it
follows
was
line by
good.
line. So
That's
somebody
why-
wrote in a book the
Yeah.
cousin's doing?
Well, yeah, George R. R. Martin. But that's why because they wrote it, they made the show exactly
Oh.
like it was written in the book. That's why it was good, season 1 through 5.
Good
Now, George
Maybe
R.
it's
R. Martin,
because he has the rights to it,
who does?
the author.
Well, after season 5, he was supposed to release the next book, the next 2 or 3 books, I think it was. They never came out, so the directors and producers of the show,
Wung it. They did a little
they
wing
winged
it.
it.
Mm.
And that's
Ah.
why the last 3 seasons sucked.
Motherfuckers.
So if HBO, my point about that was basically if HBO is the only people that I can actually have some, level of trust, I guess, to take this Helldivers and make it good to a certain degree.
I would say a series. Yeah, a series would have to be it. And it would have to be, I'd have to wait for the series to come out maybe like 6 months. We need a lot of development on the game
Mhm.
and forward progress.
Yeah.
Which means Helldivers 1 probably has a great amount of lore in it. But
Yeah. Who did Halo?
what do you mean?
Paramount.
Paramount.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
Paramount should never do a show again, or at least a adaptation.
It was cool, like how it looked, but like the actual storyline was all backwards. It was like a lot of it was just like not right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how they made Chief, his mannerisms and everything. It was like,
The opposite of what the game was.
yeah,
Right.
it
I mean,
was
it's-
really, really wild. And then they did there's 2 different ones they did. So there's one that was done before, like it was a Halo movie or something like that.
Forward Unto Dawn.
Yeah, that one wasn't that great, but this one was even worse.
Yeah.
My sister watched the one on Paramount, and she was like, "Oh yeah, it was really good." And I was like, "It was good for you because you've never actually played the games.
Yeah.
If you play the games and then you watch the Paramount rendition, it's
Yeah.
horrible."
The
but
only
if you,
thing I was like excited to see when I saw the first season
Mhm.
is just the action scenes. That coming to life was fun.
yeah, it's cool.
As a previous or current Halo player.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else, like the storyline, I was just like,
Poopy doopy.
why was this garbage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they made the chief and like this guy is what do they call him? The Covenant call him?
The demon.
The demon. And he was considered hyper lethal. There's only 2 Spartans ever to be considered hyper lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Spartan 6 from Halo Reach. The character that you play.
Oh, Noble.
Noble 6.
Yeah, Noble 6.
So those 2 are the only. So hyper lethal meaning they've killed so many fucking aliens
Yeah.
that they're just like, they get that title.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking like no emotion, except for Cortana, I guess.
Yeah, even then, it's like not even like verbally
Yeah,
put out.
it's
was
almost like up to your interpretation too.
like you just know that was a lot of care for Katana.
Yeah, and a lot of adaptations of either it's animes, cartoons, whatever, or games, has not turned out all that well. And another recent example is the Airbender one.
Oh, that
Bro,
Avatar?
I actually watched it just because I wanted to see if it was actually gonna be a little bit decent than what M. Night Shyamalan did with the movie that he did for Airbender. No, it was actually garbage. So, yeah, it was garbage. The casting is half good, half bad.
Did they actually get Asian people to play?
Yeah, I would say that. Like the regional thing, they got it. I think they got it to a certain degree.
Remember, we were talking about this before.
Yeah, they got it to a certain degree. But as far as like the actings of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
it was so half-assed, like awkward as hell, cringy as hell. Like some of the main, more vital actors or characters that they casted for do not match the description at all. Like, and their acting is very bad. The whole background story of that character has been changed. Of few characters has been changed.
Yeah, I heard they changed what
Story-
Sokka. Sokka was like not
Yeah.
anything like he was. Like he was,
No, he's supposed to be like sexist and whatever when the show
and
starts.
then he changes his
Yeah, and then
views later on, and now he was like super accepting. Like,
Yeah,
off the
so
rip.
that's how his story, like he develops into like a more, he starts to respect women. He starts to like, get along with them. He's like all that shit. But in the beginning, like he's supposed to be this sexist type of person
Yeah,
who's
thinks
like,
women are just supposed to stay home, be in the kitchen,
type, yeah,
washing
basically.
the dishes as they should.
So,
But yeah.
and he's, dude, oh,
I know.
whoa,
What did he say?
And then the other thing is Sokka's supposed to be the comedic relief of the show. Like the entire, like he's supposed to be super funny.
He's goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he was so down and gloomy the entire show.
Yeah.
Like 8 episodes. This dude, I did not see this dude crack one joke that would make me laugh, even chuckle. Like he was just like a serious dude. And whenever
Lame.
he tried to even joke a little bit, and you're just like, awkward.
I need to go take a shower.
Yeah,
It's weird.
basically.
Your beard's weird.
Yeah, he was. It was very cringy. It was very poorly written, poorly executed. The airbending, horrible. Aang apparently flies.
Airbending. Sorry, I was.
Anyways, back to Helldivers.
Yeah. So
I'm not,
adaptations, yeah, bad.
I'm not really a gamer, but God, I fucking love that game.
He is now.
But man, he's been addicted.
We were playing. Okay, so here,
So,
let me
just
put you in perspective.
Perspective first, okay? It just goes to show you that the game is so damn good when a non-gamer gets
It's turning-
addicted.
He's building a PC
Oh.
for this game.
Okay, that just goes to show you when someone gets hooked that much to this game
It's done.
that they go and even build a PC for it, that means that the game is actually
Dedication.
that good.
Dedication. So when we first started
Hats off
playing,
to the developers.
right? That's what I'm saying. When we first started playing the game, friend of ours we first started, right? We were the bottom of the bottom, level 1. He was level 25. Our
Kev?
friend,
We're talking about Jordan.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he wasn't. Kev was, me and him started together,
Yeah.
right? We started the same day. We both downloaded at the same time. We loaded it up. Jordan was 25.
Uh-huh.
He had like 5 days on us.
He is now 2 levels behind him.
Wow. That quick.
Jordan is level 43.
Yeah.
He is 41. I am 33. We started at the same
And you game.
game. We started at the same time, dog. Every day we get on.
The sleepless nights.
Every time we get on with
Kev.
friends and be like,
Buddy, have
Yo.
you slept?
yo, he was not this level yesterday. Every time they leave and come back, it's a drastic
freedom.
change. Dude.
For democracy. He's
For
taking that shit
democracy.
serious. Damn, Kev. What was the last time you slept, buddy?
I'm just trying to liberate and do my part.
Oh, man.
I'm doing my part.
So to break down the leveling system,
Yeah.
the earlier you are, so the lower levels, the easier it is to level up because you only need a lower amount of XP
Yeah,
to
that's
get to the
normal.
next. And then, so as you keep climbing and climbing, you get to the higher levels, like you need a lot more XP.
Actually, yeah, we were talking. Can you see if you
Well,
can look up
a
what
lot
the
of games
level,
are like.
the level amount is, like the XP needed for, like, let's just say from 40 to 41.
A lot of games are
See if
like
you can
that,
find
though.
that.
And also, just a quick reminder to everyone, this is not a paid promotion or we're not getting paid by Helldivers or their developers or the company that's making Helldivers to be talking about it, okay? This is just our personal interest that we're seeing. I mean, these guys play it, and so
Hours. I have over 70 hours in the game already.
yeah. So yeah, we're not getting paid. In case you guys are like, oh, these guys are, talking about this game in such positive manner, they're getting paid. But
If you hear this, Helldivers,
who's the
Liberty
who's the
Bibbidi.
company? Who's
you
the
know it's
company that
really
makes it?
bad because I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay, you completely just like bypassed.
They enlisted me. You know what I mean? I signed up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I brash tactics
Sorry about
got
that.
me right at the
Mhm.
beginning. There's a general brash,
Mm-hmm.
and like he'll be on a screen and he'll give you like brash tactics. Remember your ABCs. Always be taking cover. And I'm like, what? They're
40 to
great.
41 is 4K experience.
Fourth. That's it.
Mm.
Dang, you were
Yeah.
right. I thought it was way. Wow, 4,000. That's not terrible bad.
Dude.
So
the,
in like 5. Oh, okay. So So for perspective, getting 1,000 XP
yeah.
is a feat. You have to be on a very high difficulty.
At least suicide.
Yeah.
So
There's
that's-
9.
Suicide is
There's
like
9 levels.
There's 9. You're on 7. You're on 6. You're on 7 or
9
8.
levels of difficulty.
Yes. You're on
Oh.
have to be on 7 or 8, and you have to do a lot of the operationals. No, everyone has to extract, and then in a good time frame, you can get about 1,000. But that's, dude, you're huffing. You're huffing.
Let's explain it a bit more. So we get specific missions,
Yeah.
right? So for example, like let's say we have to kill the bug hatcheries. So we have to go to the nests and kill the eggs. So like Ant was saying, there's 9 levels. It's what is it? Trivial,
Mhm.
easy, medium, extreme
Challenging.
or challenging,
Then hard.
hard, extreme, suicide, impossible, and then hell dive.
Yep.
I counted 10 fingers. Holy shit. I can't count. It's 9 though.
It's not.
But so in order to get 1,000 XP,
You're supposed to be good at math.
7, you need to be playing on level 7, 8, or 9, but like the difficulty between 7, 8, 9 and like 4, 5, 6 is like worlds in my opinion.
Astronomical. It's different. It's night and day.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a game with that many different difficulty levels. The max I've seen is
Yeah.
like 5 different difficulty levels.
There's only a few games. I think Doom may be a game that had quite the few. But yeah, it's not many co-op shooter games have I ever seen. Yeah, it's normally just, easy, medium, hard, and then, your extra stupid expert or something like that.
And so when you do these levels, right?
Yeah.
Let's say we're on Suicide, which is level 7.
Yeah.
You have to complete the main objectives,
Mhm.
which is kill or destroy the 3 bug hatcheries,
Mhm.
as well as hit all the 4 side objectives,
Mhm.
optional.
Mm-hmm.
And of those 4, a couple, like 2 of them are kind of easy, where you just destroy a building for communications. There's one like Stalker Nest.
Yeah.
Stalkers are probably the worst enemy, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
because they're invisible, and these fuckers yeet you,
Yeah, they hit you with like a tongue, and you just literally go flying.
and you just go limp body through the air, and they're fucking invisible.
And they're fast.
They're fast.
Super nimble.
They're the only enemy
So they sound
that
like
can outrun you. So you can't run away. You have to fight.
So it sounds to me like it's like a chameleon.
It's like a chameleon giant praying mantis.
Yeah.
Mm.
So imagine an invisible praying mantis that's about 12 and a half feet tall.
And so that's a side objective. And like you have to do all those, and then you have hopefully you extract everybody, right?
Dude, you know what I've been seeing on like the social media about some clips of the game where they have these like timed bombings or kills with like the celebrations. They
Hold on,
actually
before
look
we
kind
get
of
to
cool.
that- before we get to that,
Yeah.
the XP
Finish your
portion.
thought.
Yeah. So like it's to get 1,000 XP,
Uh-huh.
you have to complete the entire mission, and then another part of the mission is collecting samples.
What's the sample?
So on your ship, you can upgrade. You can buy stratagems using requisition slips, right? That's like the currency.
He's
in-game
in
currency.
deep. He's in deep.
That's what I'm saying.
So you can buy stratagems where you like basically call down support weapons, like just orbital
Bombs,
strikes,
missiles, lasers.
just to help you with to get through the mission. And then there's the ship modules. So those ship modules give you even more power, basically.
Officer Dinkelbrink coming for reinforcement.
And so in order to buy these modules for your ship, you need to collect samples
Mm-hmm.
that you can collect throughout the map.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unless you get the radar side objective, the points of interest, it doesn't tell you where it is. You have to look for it.
You have to run around. So you have a timed amount. Normally with like the most amount you ever have is 40 minutes. So, and these other side objectives aren't on the map. You'll maybe get one on the map out of 4. And then you have to find the other 4 objectives. Find the
There are no
samples.
markers?
Not unless you find the radio. There's a side objective that is a radio tower.
Mm.
If you don't have that side objective as a radio tower, no, you have to just find them.
Mm-hmm.
You have to run around while trying to finish the objective, dodge the enemies, everyone getting out of extraction before after you do all of this, and do it in a timely manner.
You know what I've
And here's the kicker.
yeah.
If you don't extract, you don't get your samples.
Yeah, if whoever is holding the samples dies and no one else picks them up, they stay.
So what if, because it's always group of 4, right? So what if one of you dies and 3 make it out? 3 get extracted.
You lose.
I think it's 20
points.
XP
Yeah.
per Helldiver.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can get max of 8 if you're running a 4-man.
Mm.
Yeah,
Or
you
80,
get-
sorry.
Yeah, you get 80 XP, which I mean that's pretty big. Then you get a multiplier for the difficulty, which is the big thing. Because by the end of it all, you'll probably have like 600 XP or something like that, but then you get like a 200% multiplier, and then you boom 1200.
So
That's for impossible.
Yeah.
this is pretty in-depth and detailed talk of the game. So for anyone who was interested to experience it firsthand for themselves, sorry for the
Join
spoiler.
the Helldivers.
Sorry for the spoilers. Okay.
Earn your cape and join the Helldivers.
Yeah, this was said a little too late. You know, we should have said maybe sorry for the spoilers or whatever in the beginning. Spoilers alert. You know.
It's not really much of a
But,
spoiler.
yeah. If you haven't played it by now, then I don't know. I mean, the game is everywhere.
It's treasonous if you haven't played it by now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
The community is also really good too. The community is probably one of the best things about the game.
Yeah.
How the community
Cool
comes
dudes.
to get really cool people. There's a couple of people who are against, and there's like bounties on their head. Nance the demon. If you watch this,
I saw this thing where he's actually innocent. Like he was playing with his friends.
it's a lie. It's propaganda.
Propaganda.
I've seen other things where people are actually like making whole regimes against it
wow.
because because of the whole lore. You can actually go around the map and you can see outposts. You're supposed to destroy outposts, which is like clearing up any of the paper trail.
Yeah.
You'll go to the outpost and you'll see a bunch of people and they're all dead. But you'll notice on the terminated planets, none of the humans are torn apart like if a bug were to be eating you. They're all shot with a gun. We did it. Kind of thing. I didn't say that out loud. I'm not treasonous. But a treasonous person may think. But they'll also have like illegal broadcasts and you have to shoot it down. It's literally telling the truth about how we invaded and you shoot it down.
It's all hits back to the lore of the game. We're the bad guys.
Yeah.
And this explain the defend missions. So when you defend, so you're supposed to extract these scientists to safety, the humans,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to get an X amount to finish the mission. But basically, once you extract them, they're just gonna go to the camps because they're not scientists. They're actually the rebels.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the lore is kind of cool.
Yeah, the lore goes deep if you think about it. If you just play the game, which is great and fun in its own, but if you look into the lore, it's good. I'm pretty sure they just kind of revamped it from the first one. Because I never played the first one. I never even heard of the game before, and then it played, and then it was just like, I'm a Helldiver.
Part of it, what makes it like so fun, is the friendly fire.
Oh yeah,
So,
all
like,
the friendly fire is great.
like you can definitely run a 4-man squad and like be absolutely like militaristic and like perfect and like, you know, no deaths, yada yada yada. But like dying is just part of the game.
So you're telling me friendly fire is on the entire time, and
Entire
one of
time.
your
Every single way.
Everyone,
Oh,
like even the enemies can shoot and kill themselves.
So if you join in with like randoms,
They could just accidentally shoot you or on purpose, bop, bop, bop.
mm,
And there's ragdoll physics. So like when you die, your guy's just like,
And if you blow up, you turn into like a chicken nugget.
yeah, your arms will blow off, your head will blow off.
oh wow,
Yeah,
You just be tumbling in the wind.
it's great.
Damn.
And they add
it's pretty
so many.
gruesome.
There's so many explosives. It's just like a sandbox of just Hiroshima.
And like
Speaking of Hiroshima, play that one clip.
Oh,
But
wait.
finish your thought,
so
Kev.
basically like it's like the whole or part of the game, and like, you know, it's for me personally, like I'm okay with dying in the beginning of the level because we're just like fucking around or whatever. That's fine.
When I get these samples.
But like if I have like super samples, there's 3 types of samples:
Mm-hmm.
common, rare, and then like the super uranium
Mhm.
samples. And those are like less to come by, basically. And so for suicide, you can only get 3. Impossible, you can get 5, and then I'm not sure for how much for Helldive.
Never tried it.
And these samples are important for upgrades.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely needed. And yeah, but like if it's at the end of the level and like we're trying to extract and like people are throwing like an Eagle 500 kilogram bomb at extract and we lose the samples because it's like 40 minutes gone to waste.
You get the XP, but the XP you'll always get. The super samples are, you may not be able to find them on the map. And then, like you said, like certain ones, there's only a limited amount. Like every mission, you could probably get to between like 25 to 30 commons.
Mm-hmm.
But like on some, you only get 3 super samples. And that's all that's on the map. Just 3.
That's intense.
And so it's a big risk. And, you know, not a crazy, crazy reward when you only get 3, but some of the upgrades require like 8.
I have one more question for you guys, but before I get to that, play this clip real quick. This is what I was talking about, that some of these clips that I've been seeing on the internet is like
the hardest album cover.
is like pretty cool.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool. It's entertaining to watch some of them, to be honest.
Photo shoot. Roger. Fuck that bitch, chop with the fee on it. Hold up. Let him go.
Great time with this. That first one goes
Yeah.
hard, dog. That first one goes hard. People are having a lot of fun with the game, you know,
Yeah.
with the explosions, the potentials. Like there's crazy, crazy epic moments.
There was this one clip that I saw. It was pretty cool, where there was this guy. I don't know how the hell he survived, but this man, he was I think he was battling the robots. What are they called? Automatons or something?
Yeah, automatons.
Automatons. He was battling with them, and it was just like a whole wave coming at him, and he was just like dipping and dodging and just shooting to the point
Yeah.
where he just like he dove backwards. You know this like dive backwards?
Yeah, they have the dolphin dive in the game.
Yeah, the dolphin dive backwards. He did that, and he's like laying on this ledge, and he's just like, just he continues to shoot at this wave that's coming at him, and all of a sudden, you see a rocket from someone saved his ass, and you see a rocket just come through and boom, hits the wave of the automatons, and this dude just gets up and he starts dipping out of there for extract. I was like, yo, that was cinematic.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
can get intense.
It can get super cinematic. Like you'll shoot and like so fighting the automatons is like red laser. It's like Star Wars, dude.
But
Red
the way
lasers
he
are
dove,
yeah.
and it was just like in midair, and he just kept shooting, and then he just laying on his back, and he was just like
I
going
wanna
at
say,
it.
like suicide and up for automatons. Like
Mhm.
I'm diving like 50% of the time.
Struggle, dude. It's hard.
Like you just have to, because you're just gonna get hit if you're standing upright. You're gonna get hit.
You get it. We were out there spilling oil, baby.
What was that movie that got popular because of this game? Stormtroopers or something like that? What was it called?
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers was from like the 80s or early 90s. I
Look
think.
that up, Kev. When
And
was
they
it?
made a game. They made a game out of that one too.
Oh, for real? Like based off of the movie they made
Yeah,
a game?
it was 1-for-1, but the game wasn't very polished at all. So it was
Didn't go anywhere.
it came out and then flopped, unfortunately, a little while after.
But-
So people played it a lot because it was like really, really, really cool,
Yeah, there was
like cool idea and a premise, but the game didn't play well. So the idea was good, but the way the game would play, like it wasn't very smooth.
yeah.
It wasn't polished or.
Yeah, but they're making like the comparisons between Helldivers 2 and Starship
Yeah.
Troopers. Apparently, it's very uncanny, and so
Yep.
that's why the movie has been getting a whole lot of traction too. And
Yeah,
it's
they're only fighting bugs in Starship Troopers.
yeah.
When was it? Oh, 97.
Oh, look at that. Denise Richard was in it.
Oh, Denise.
Denise.
D-Nice.
D nice.
D-Nice.
Say it right.
Wait,
Say it
Jake
correctly.
Busey? Is that Gary Busey's son?
Jake Busey.
It's gotta be, dude. There's not that many Buseys out there.
Yeah, I guess
Buttered
maybe.
sausage. What is it? Where does it come from? What does it do?
All
Get
right,
it out of my
so Starship Troopers came out in 97. Yeah. So just we wanted to pull it up because people be out here in the comment section. Just, it didn't come out in the 80s. They're
face. Oh, yeah.
for
97.
you people, like y'all need to chill out.
You people.
What do you mean, you people? Anyways, so okay, so the other question that I had, right, was about the DLC map expansion, more like, I don't know if it's considered map expansion. If it would be a expansion, would it be more of like a sector expansion or a planet expansion? What would it kind of be? The DLC, but
Maybe both.
but you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, right? What type of map or whatever?
Yeah,
expansion
I
I'm
don't know if
talking
they've
about.
talked much about I would only assume that there's going to be a map expansion of some sort or making where planets have a larger map area because they're going to bring vehicles. The kind of vehicles they're bringing are something like similar to the Warthog from Halo, a APC or a BTR, which are two military armored vehicles.
So something like
Dude, I've
something like
seen-
Warzone from Call of Duty. Similar.
Don't know if they have an APC in Warzone, but they're actual vehicles. Like an APC is like an actual militaristic
Yeah.
armored vehicle. So it'd be there's something like that, and along with the mechs. So it makes me only think that they're going to crank up
Mhm.
something.
I'm really excited for it because I saw some leaks. I don't know if it's true. I just saw some leaks. It was like an 8-man vehicle. Giant vehicle. It looked like a ship with wheels.
That would be nuts. So if they raised the cap or they made a playlist or a play type or a mission objective that allowed you to have more divers, like you would get paired up with another team, dog.
It can get chaotic even with 4
Yo,
people.
the amount of explosions are going to be astronomical, dog. Because you can throw it. They're called stratagems. You can call in a 500-kilogram bomb, a walking barrage, a Gatling barrage, a smoke, an EMP, a running barrage, napalm strikes, a fucking laser beam, dude.
Dude, yeah, it's all there.
Yo.
And the laser's just like, and it's just cutting through, and it targets onto stuff. The rail cannon, you have orbital rail cannon. You'll just see one little laser, and you hear is, and this thing just comes down, whapa, and it hits something, and it's most likely dead.
Targets the largest enemy.
Yeah, the largest, or is it largest or highest priority?
I think the largest.
Probably largest.
Sounds pretty freaking
Epic.
Epic, yeah.
Epic, dude.
Epic.
This game is every
Epic
bit
is
of
pretty.
epic.
That's a good word for it. Epic. So, all right.
It's just a lot of fun, really.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, so let's wrap it up, right? So for anyone who hasn't jumped on this yet, check it out. Helldivers 2 is pretty good from what I hear so far from all the reviews from everyone who has played it firsthand. These guys addicted to it basically. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. Let us know what you guys think of the game. Give us your reviews. Leave us your thoughts and opinions in the comment section.
If anything less than
And-
amazing, it's treasonous, and I'll delete it.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
But yeah, you guys wanna state anything else? Anything
Spill
else you're gonna
oil.
spill
There it is.
oil?
Spit
Uh-huh.
oil. Hit the creek. Malevolent Creek. We're taking it back. We will be back. Liberty bibbity.
Liberty bibbity. All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this content, if you liked what we shared here, leave us a like, a review, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go over to our Spotify channel and leave us a review over there. We would greatly appreciate it. Follow us on Spotify for a great commute listen if you cannot watch the video. And with all that being said, and
See you guys next time.
see ya.